But yeah, should we actually talk about Digimon now?
Yeah, let's talk about Digimon.
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about just two movies. One that is very goofy and takes itself too seriously, and one's that's really serious and is kind of goofy.
Yeah. So first we're this movie's gorgeous.
Yeah, this
And
looks great. Yeah.
I understand why it's no longer than like 30 minutes.
Yeah, this feels like they just, they want to make just a good looking, like, just goofy, cheesy send off to Savers, and they just sort of made what they wanted to make, you know? Like, it didn't feel like they had as much time as they wanted, but felt like they, like, did what they wanted to accomplish here, even though it's not, like, much.
This is the best looking Digimon movie.
Yeah. Well, I'm
But
thinking now because I'm like, well, Return of
I'm
Diaboromon was really good looking too. Holy crap, that one was
I
good
don't
looking.
I don't think it looked as good as this though.
This looks really
This one
good. I'd have to like just look back between the two because holy crap, that had some good looking shots.
this one has fantastic animation and incredible fight choreography. like
Okay,
the
fight
the
choreography, absolutely, yes.
yeah, the fights, like the movie opens up with like basically a bunch of fighting with a bunch of Goblimon, and it's like all the movements and attacks and everything just look really good. It's like it
Yeah.
really shocked me.
Yeah, it's like actually like really nice looking backgrounds. Like everyone's designs look really like crisp and on point, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
freaking Galmons do a bunch of like typical like Jackie Chan style martial artist stuff, and it's just really fun to look at.
it is. I I think this is the most fun I've had watching Galmon fight something.
Yeah. Because he's actually doing like martial arts crap, so it's like, he's like uppercutting the clubs out of their hands, and he's like, breaking them on his fists, and he's like, like
Yeah.
knocking dudes around. He's like dodging and weaving, There's a really good shot where like a Goblimon chases him into this Chinese restaurant and he like jumps back into a chair, like does a little pose like relaxing. As they swing him, he like leans back to tilt it over and like does like a flipping kick, and it's really cool.
Yeah. Like there's a shot where he like punches one of the Goblimon clubs and breaks it. And the Goblimon just
Yeah.
like, uh-oh.
Yeah, he like grabs onto like that's like a chandelier or some ceiling decoration, just starts like jumping around off of it. Like
Yeah, yeah.
swing from the ceiling. Like
Goblimon gets some sausage links and uses them as nunchucks for some reason, but it's really fun to watch, so okay.
Lalamon gets her wieners. Like
And of course, and Agumon is he's probably the strongest rookie if I had to guess.
oh yeah, Agumon is stupidly strong. It's like
Agumon beats a bunch of Goblimon and an Ogremon.
yeah, I thought I like taught what happens later because holy crap.
Oh well, yeah, that too.
It's like this is to the level where it's like, all right, I'm glad they actually acknowledged it. Otherwise, it would actually be too much.
Yeah.
Because there's a
Also,
point where it's like, oh, freaking Agumon's like, oh yeah, I'll just beat Agumon. Was he an ultimate? And they're like, you can't do that. And he's like, yeah, but screw rings. And it's like, okay, at least they know.
Baby Flame, die. Stuff they're
Jeez.
not making anything Digimon related for a while after this. Oh.
Yeah, this feels that. This feels like them just being like, all right, let's just like cut loose and have some dumb fun with this.
Yeah, I like this movie in its style, its animation, its choreography. I wish it was longer. The complaint that you've had where it's like, why wasn't this like 2 episodes or whatever? It's like, why wasn't this a longer movie?
Yeah, this is like So the plot is, because we cast skipped over this, is that it's like, alright,
Yeah.
just starts off, it's like, oh, Argamon took over the city because humans are causing pollution or whatever. It doesn't
I
matter.
guess. Yeah, Argamon has locked everybody in indefinite stasis for some reason, like somehow.
He
start the
put
movie
everyone
and
to
it's
sleep immediately, and all the Digimon are back. Don't worry about it. We're just here now. Let's find some stuff.
yeah. Also, this girl's a Digimon. Don't worry about it, and don't ask questions because they won't be answered.
I was sure they're gonna be like, oh, she is Tinkermon, and then they never confirm it, and it's like, okay, but what?
This girl, this Digimon, there is nothing. I went on the
Yeah.
wiki. I was like, there's got to be something. There's nothing.
For all, yeah.
She doesn't even have a Digimon name. Her name is Rhythm.
For all intents and purposes, Rhythm is like basically not even a character. She is here to look cute and hold sausages and scream Agumon dramatically.
And have her some of her clothes electrified off.
Yes.
Weirdly enough.
But only her jacket and her hat.
Yeah, I like I had to rewind. Just like, wait a minute, wasn't she wearing more just a second? Oh, what the heck?
Oh, I caught that as it was happening. I'm like, wait, okay. If you were a Digimon, you should be dead right now. In fact, I'm pretty sure you might still be dead right now.
We're getting way ahead of ourselves.
There's a 4-year break between this and X-Ross Wars. This is also the last movie that tried to end a current series since we pretty much entered the adventure movie era. Oh, okay, yeah.
Man. So without going too much into things, this movie explains very little, including why all of this is happening, why Argamon, why Rhythm,
Why Rhythm?
Who any of these characters are. None of it. It's just this happened, bad guy defeated, and then they go back. And it's like, you could have explained something.
Yeah, I had like some twist to this, I guess.
I don't even need a twist. It's just like there's an implied connection between Rhythm and Argomon, but it's never explained.
This movie ends with Rhythm like kissing Agumon on the cheek, like on the nose, right? Not the cheek. She kisses him on the nose, and she's like, Agumon, I love you, and she's like crying as she says goodbye. I'm like, did they have a connection? Did I miss them having a conversation?
I mean, I guess it's just generally Agumon being like brave and manly or whatever.
Is it because Agumon's just a stud and she's a Digimon, so she's like, yeah, that lizard?
I mean, yes, probably, actually.
Yeah, okay, alright.
They're both just collections of data, so I mean, it's not too weird, I guess.
Yeah, it's like, man, I wish this actually happened. Yeah, it's like, this feels like a really good kind of like goofy, just straight up like action set piece reel that they were like, oh, we need to hang a plot onto it. And someone in the studio was like, wait, do we? And they're like, you know what? You're right, man.
Yeah, I wanted more of this because it looks so good.
God.
Also,
and just friggin' Argomon. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
It's okay. I had no idea this is where Argamon is from. I thought he was made for the 2020 reboot. They start talking about Argamon, and I'm like, wait, that Argamon?
Yeah,
and it's like, yeah, that Argamon.
Every time I try and guess what the villain Digimon's going to be, it's like something I couldn't have predicted.
Yeah.
Because I was like, alright, well, Argon was made for like the Digimon 2020 reboot, and it's like, alright, there's vines all across the city, clearly like this is some type of plant Digimon. I'm like, okay, who would be like a fun movie plant Digimon? And I'm like, Hydramon maybe? That'd be cool. Was Bloom Lordmon a thing yet? Yeah, that might be it, because, they could have like the sword fight, and it's like, oh, wait, Argamon? Wait, excuse me?
Yeah, that name dropped, and I was like, huh?
Yeah. Is this meant to imply that, like, because I don't know for sure, but the 2020 reboot invent his previous forms, and before then he was just like a pure movie villain? Because if so, that's nutty.
Yeah, I kind of understand why he disappeared though, because like his first showing is his ultimate form getting wrecked by Agumon,
Yeah.
and it's like, what? I
Let's,
I would excuse it if Agumon like surged with Digisoul or something and then fired the shot,
yeah.
because it's like we've established that Digisoul lets you far exceed your own limitations, and it's like that would have made it make sense.
I'm really fine with it because it's like, they at least acknowledge this crap, and then they're also like, there's the bit at the end, right? And I know this is kind of a reach, but it's like, did you see the ending credits?
With the bloopers?
Yes. Like, they
Yeah.
have bloopers, and it's like this whole meta goofy thing where it's like, it's like them messing up filming the animated movie. And it's like, okay, yeah, so we're not taking it that seriously. Okay, sure, yeah, why not?
Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's just weird. Also, I like the blooper involving the Argamon getting defeated, where he catches on fire, falls off the thing, and he doesn't
Yeah.
get back up, and like a fire crew runs over to put him out. And it's like, oh, that's good.
Yeah, oh, there's some good ones. It's like that. There's crap where it's like Galmon's getting ready to do the cool flip kick, and he like just misses and just kind of walks away, and the Goblin's just like,
Yeah, which is great. That's totally the personality I would just assume Galmon would have. It's like, oh, screwed up my stunt, just walk off set.
Yeah, one positive part of the real. Use a lot of monsters super old, but never show up in any of the shows. Yeah, that's always good. I always appreciate that. Like, I appreciate them, like, bringing out an obscure pick for their freaking Omnimon reboot our war game crossover thing. Whatever
Mm.
the crap you'd call it.
I mean, I think those episodes are just called War Game or something.
Yeah. For, like, Omnimon just showing up the heck out of nowhere just to fight a Digimon who's not technically Diaboromon, but Diaboromon-like enough that...
Yeah, Diaboromon adjacent.
Yeah, exactly. A Diaboromon-type Digimon. Oh man, there's also that Ghost Game. Oh yeah, Ghost Game had some good picks. If nothing else, Ghost Game had some really fun picks.
Yeah.
Man, I'm kind of tempted to make people watch Ghost Game for anime night, but I also don't want to go through it again just for the sake of it.
It's been too recent. Also, why would you want to put them through that?
Yeah, because there's a lot of fun, standalone episodes, but it's also like, okay, but when do we get to the plot, though? And the plot comes, and it's just bad, and then you get a bunch of bad episodes.
We need somebody to do like a Dragon Ball or like a Naruto. Like they did a thing with Naruto where they broke it down into the vital episodes and basically
Yeah.
made like a Naruto Kai. And
Freaking,
it's
yeah.
like somebody do that with Ghost Game. Like just show the good and relevant episodes, and how much does that cut it down?
Like, I was doing that for a bit, but the problem is that you get to the end and then it's like, oh, well, all the Digimon are just showing up from all the nothing episodes. And it's like, alright, do you just ignore that and just have them show up and mean nothing? Or,
I would just uh try to like I don't know. I would just try to separate out. Okay, does this Digimon showing up actually matter?
Yeah. Because it's like, alright, make Crackmon, sure. That, you kind of need that because they show up at the end, I think. The freaking, Flare Rizmon, sure, that's important. There's so many that just aren't, and you could cut so many of them out and just have the evolution episodes, and then just have the freaking Gooloos episodes that mean things, and it would be so
I
much
mean,
better paced.
yeah, but I would change that part to just all the Gulus Gamamon episodes, because if you take out any of them, then he's not in the series enough. He's already not in the series enough.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Because it's like the Goose episodes are weird because they are the plot, but they also kind of like complicate things because they push a story arc that just gets completely dropped and goes nowhere. And it's like, what? Why? Alright.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it would do more harm to cut out any of his appearances,
Yeah.
because it's the issue. It's the issue of me and Peter played through Bully recently, and the villain of that series is not Jimmy. Jimmy's the main character.
Well,
Gary.
Jimmy's kind of the villain.
No, Jimmy's a hero. Gary's the villain, and Gary is in the first part of the game until he betrays you, and then he's working behind the scenes for almost the entirety of the rest of the game until the final boss. And it's like, okay, I have enough reason to hate Gary, but I don't know, make him show up more.
Yeah, like Waze like just doing things and taunting you and being like, "Hey, look, loser, I've got this group by my side, and you have to fight them or whatever," you know?
Just always give Gary a way to escape Jimmy beating the crap out of him, and it's just like, yeah, just throw him into scenes.
Uh, Gary just gains the ability to teleport every time. Gary gains a time-space oscillation bomb every time you're gonna catch him.
It just teleports him back to the school.
No, it teleports him to the digital world and then he has to find his way back on his own.
Okay.
Smell you later, Jimmy. He like throws it. Jimmy's like, no, don't. The distortions.
No, Bulworth will become unstable.
Freaking. Gary's just like, I'm going to kill all the students.
I think he gets one of the groups to set the gym on fire. Yeah, you have to go in and save students trapped under like fallen wreckage as the gym teacher stands outside uselessly.
Holy crap.
Yeah. But yeah, we're going really off topic. The problem is this movie is really short. If we just talked about the plot elements and just rushed through it, we'd be done very quickly.
Can we just take a second to acknowledge that, like, the Geo Gray Sword is fucking useless?
It blocks a hit and then breaks. Yeah, it
is the most useless crap.
Like, was it canceled? Yeah.
It feels like the Geo Gray Sword defeated one guy, and every other time they've tried to use it, it's just like it's shattered, and it's just like, oh, why are you even trying?
Yeah, it became irrelevant thanks to burst mode.
Oh,
as bad as the Master Sword.
Jeez.
I hate that the Master Sword is bad. It's the Master Sword.
No, but the Master Sword's made irrelevant by the Guardian weapons.
Not if you're fighting stuff like specifically evil things. Like things that are infected with Ganon's influence or whatever. The Master Sword starts to glow and it gets a power boost. But
wasn't there like a third death battle where they're like, oh yeah, like Link would be strong against Cloud because the Master Sword would react to his Genova cells and like sense that they're evil?
That's bullcrap.
Like, they had our reasons too, because it's Death Battle, and some of them are more or less, like, better than others. But it's like, that always stuck with me as, like, a weird one.
Death Battle's stupid.
Oh, man.
I feel like there was maybe one that I feel that made sense, and it was relevant to what we're going over: Digimon versus Pokemon, where Digimon
Yeah.
unchallenged just crushes Pokemon.
Oh man, I feel like there's like a few of them that's like really. There's like a few different types of Death Battle episodes, because there's like, okay, this matchup is so even that I guess you could roll it either way, but screw it, fair enough. There's they overlooked this major thing. What the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
And there's the fights of like, oh, we're doing the thing, but we're pairing them up in the most baffling way possible. And there's just the ones where it's like, this is so one-sided, why does it even exist?
Yeah. I so I liked both of the fighters in Sora versus Pit, but it's like, I don't know. I guess they didn't take into account just how strong Pit actually is.
Yeah.
Like, Pit, if you're going by the player's ability to use like several different types of weapons and like just gameplay in general, Pit fights off multiple factions, like multiple armies on his own. Like,
Yeah. This
Pit is
is
Palutena's one-man army.
This is always gonna be the problem though, because it's like, alright, like, if you wanna, like, do this objectively, or at least try to objectively, it's like, alright, what can you prove they're capable of, though? So it's like, say you could have, like, I don't know, say it's like, I'm trying to think of what would be a really dumb example, say like Krillin versus like, I don't know, who's like someone strong that has like some good feats. Krillin versus Steven Universe. Sure, why not? And you can be like, alright, well, Steven like crushed this rock, but we've never seen Krillin punch a rock apart. Therefore, does that mean Steven is stronger than Krillin?
No.
But like, how do you prove that though? You know?
Because I mean, I know you're just picking a random example,
Yeah,
but it's like a really
I'm
bad
picking a
one.
bad one because I'm trying to be like, all right, take like one character who's obviously really strong, but they don't have any like tangible feats to directly prove it, and pick someone else who's like less strong, but they've done something that's kind of impressive.
I mean, Pit has defeated multiple gods
I mean,
and their armies.
I was gonna say, hasn't Sora been Hades, but I know that I don't think he does that until like 3 because of the underworld bullcrap. He has to get
and
help.
most of the time, to be fair, so does Pit.
Okay, yeah.
Pit uses the great sacred treasures to fight Hades.
Yeah, but when Sora gets help, it's
think-
like Hercules, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Sora can't usually hurt Hades at all until Hercules does something.
Yeah, Death Battle lets take every single aspect of a character with no limits and are aspects that contradict different versions of a characters have. That's the way you can never have someone beat Superman, because he has over a century of history to pull from. You can't just say, give him everything. You know what?
Yeah.
I disagree. I think, like, Superman should have everything, because screw it. Like, if you want to have a fair fight where you're like, alright, this is like a fair representation of Superman, give him, like, every feat. Make it as dumb as possible.
I don't really agree, because like the Superman who I don't know, went and became the sun isn't the same as a different Superman who did something else incredible.
Okay, sure. Go with like main
Like
continuity then. Why not? Just be like everything
yeah.
in like, outside of like what if series or like more of the crap. Everything else though. Like, alright, Superman like just sneezing galaxies away, that is canon. You cannot say it's not.
Mm.
And that's why every time someone tries to say Goku should have won, I'm like, that's kind of bullcrap when his Goku sneezed a galaxy away.
Death Battle's so stupid. Yeah, Death Battle's stupid.
Yeah, Superman is busted. He's just inconsistently busted.
Yeah, I think if you want to make the Goku versus Superman thing fair, you have to give it the caveat of both of them in character care about like not hurting any innocent civilians. So they have to fight. So they can't just destroy a galaxy to beat the other guy.
Wait, but then it just becomes a contest of like who cares about innocent life less and holds back less than. Right?
I mean, ideally, it just makes it so that one person doesn't just destroy a galaxy and just goes, "Ha, I win."
Remember in God's Clash, it ricks TGE, it ricks the universe. Oh, rocks the universe, right, yeah.
Yeah, there's like
Oh,
a thing.
man.
There's like a thing in Super where it's like if Beerus and Champa start to fight, like their mentors have to step in and be like, none of that.
Yeah, you physically can't. Oh, God. Can't sneeze apart galaxies, bleeds in a fight against a robot dinosaur.
Yeah, I don't know.
Comic books are the dumbest.
Yeah, the Superman versus Goku thing is stupid and will never have like a reasonable like outcome that anyone will be happy with.
I am happy with the outcome of like Stupid Man is stupidly busted. Did I just say Stupid Man?
Yes.
I'm fine with the outcome that Stupid Man is super busted.
And yeah, as frustrating as it is like I'd want Goku to win because Goku, it's like, yeah, Superman would win. The writers gave him every power ever.
Yeah. Isn't there like a comic where Superman shoots rainbows out of his fingers or some crap?
Sure, why not?
Hang on, let me just
There's a series of comics. It's not Superman, but there's a series of comics where Batman throughout a week goes through several different colors of costumes until eventually he gets a rainbow costume.
Yeah, here it is. Yup, Superman's new power, and he's just shooting rainbows out of his fingertips.
Incredible. What does it do?
I'll have to photograph the effects of Superman's new power or they'll not believe me. Great Scott, I knew Superman can fly and has super strength, but his new power is fantastic. So here's the thing, the cover does not explain it. It might just be he makes pretty colors.
Okay, is this an old comic?
This is an old comic where the entire thing is like, hey, put something crazy on the cover and it will sell.
Yep, exactly. That's all it is.
It is
guaranteed that's all it is.
From the 50s.
Yep.
I just googled weird Superman comics, and I'm seeing a comic with like fat Superman trying to fit in a phone booth, and it's way funnier than it should be. Great Krypton, I came into this booth to change identities, and I've become a super fatso.
What?
Oh no. Goku gets crazy about Bullet Super because he was being rusty. Yeah. We caught the guy weak. He shoots rainbows now. I'm seeing that. And I'm also seeing an image of it. I need to describe this. Wait, Titano, more fantastic than King Kong. Yeah, there is just like there is a giant gorilla with a cartoonishly large pair of glasses he's taking off. And he is shooting green beams of light out of his eyes at a downed, injured Superman.
Okay.
Yeah, nice Titano. Put on glasses like Lois Lane. Oh, she's trying to make him put the glasses on so he'll stop killing Superman. I can't. Oh god, Jimmy Olsen's marrying a gorilla. Oh no. Wait, what's Superman? Wait. Superman, I don't know if you're still allowed to wear a Native American headdress. I don't know if that's cool, man. Holy crap. Oh god, just random image of Superman being spanked by a giant. He's just saying, "Punch me, daddy, I deserve it." I can't. This is too deep of a rabbit hole. Just the rabbit hole of dumb, like, 50s comic book bullshit is, like, infinite. Yeah, you're the time Superman fought Muhammad Ali.
No.
Yeah, that's a thing. What's this cock of, like, Superman turning into an ant? What is this? What is Ant Superman? Mako's a shock to you, but I've decided to become one of these giant ants who are invading our world. He's just wearing the dome. I can't. God. Have we talked about Digimon enough yet?
No.
No, okay.
No, because we haven't really talked about anything.
I feel like that's fine for this movie. This movie was fun. It's not great, but it's fun. Wait.
I mean, okay, so most of it's just like a big fight or whatever, but like they get to the top of a big tower and they talk about how some humans are good, and Argomon's just like, no, but all humans are evil, and then as we talked about, Agumon shoots him in the face with a fireball and it takes him down.
I'm sorry, I need to say one last thing. There is just a random comment where Superman becomes a furry and he becomes a lion man.
Okay.
Just a modern version of Beauty and the Beast, says Superman as he, like, reaches out to Lois with his dumb lion paw. I just need to, like... I need to acknowledge furry Superman exists. Okay, sorry, go on.
Okay, so yeah, basically Agumon is just like, yeah, man doesn't give up or whatever, and he stands until the last moment or whatever. And then the Argomon gets shot and evolves when he gets super mad. And so he turns from his ultimate form, which is like kind of humanoid in certain aspects, into like just a big dumb monster.
Yeah. He literally starts roaring.
Yeah, he starts roaring with like big, like really dumb sounding monster noises. And it's like, okay, I guess.
And it
just kind of boils down to Masaru shows up out of nowhere. It's like, oh, you escaped the thing, and just like, yeah, your last hit reignited my soul or something. And it's like, yeah, he turns into Shine Greymon, and then they fight.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool looking fight.
Yeah, good choreography all around.
I do
Also out of
yeah.
nowhere.
I do want to at least acknowledge there is one other thing I should mention, which is that, yeah, there is a second Savers OVA that I just stumbled across at the last minute.
Yeah, but you said in the Discord that it was just like, it was like a recap, basically.
It is nothing. It is basically nothing. Is
Yeah.
like, it literally just opens and it's like, oh yeah, it's the main three Digimon literally just sitting in like a recording booth, and they're like, oh yeah, we sure went on some crazy adventures, huh? And Agumon's like, yeah, but I'm stronger than Galmon, right? And they like have an argument and they go through their adventure to try and be like, oh, who was better?
I mean, I think the argument was, I think it was, I think we got our evidence in this movie. Agumon's
Yeah.
probably the strongest of the three.
Yeah, straight up.
Although Galmon,
Uh,
so Agumon stops and no, he shoots down her ultimate. Never mind. I was gonna say Galmon stops to fight off like an entire horde of Goblimon, but I don't think that compares to
yeah.
what Agumon did.
Like, Agron literally is like, oh yeah, I killed God using my burst mode. And Galmon's like, yeah, but if you listen to Master's strategies, then, like, maybe we'd, like, be way better off, though, right? It's like, Toma's strategies have never worked, though. They're kind
Yeah,
of, like, they're kind of bad. They kind of just
yeah,
exist to fail outside of that one fight with, like, Belphamon.
yeah. Agumon's probably the strongest. But I think Galmon's not far behind, and then
Yeah.
Lalamon's the weakest. But that's okay.
And then Ravemon's somewhere in the middle,
wait.
just so unimportant that you don't even get yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. Falcomon wasn't even in this.
Falcomon didn't even show up. He gets shafted so hard.
Oh my god, they left him out so hard. I forgot he existed.
Just poor Falcomon.
They don't even show Ikuto as one of the humans who are stuck in the thing.
Freaking Ikuto was so important until he stopped being important, and now he's just gone.
Huh.
Oh man.
Also, are they stronger? Are they stronger than Lalamon? Lalamon beats up a bunch of Goblimon with sausages.
I would assume, yeah, because Falcomon is fast.
I'm just joking, but
yeah, like, even before, like, everyone got the Digisoul power boost and all that crap at the end of the series, it's like, Falcon's always been pretty fast and pretty capable.
Yeah. But yeah, Shine Greymon's fighting. He uses the Geo Grey Sword, which gets broken. Then no one cares, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Masaru's like, all right, we're going to do the burst mode thing. And then Rhythm's like, oh, that light. And then she grabs the Digivice and calls Agumon's name. And like, burst mode happens, but nothing extra happens. So it doesn't really imply that she did anything.
This would be the perfect time to be like, oh, it's Shine Greymon Holy Mode or more of the crap. And she's like, oh, I was a Tinkermon and I was an angel all along or something. And it's like, okay, now you're your new thing. Just reskin it, just recolor that crap, pull an Imperial Drawn Paladin mode. It's like, alright, new toy to sell, let's go. But nah, it's just Shine Greymon again. It's just Shine Greymon Burst mode. But you know what, I'm fine with. Burst mode is cool.
Like, is the implication supposed to be that they haven't achieved burst mode yet? Like, this is before they get that, and
I don't think so.
Like, she sees the glow and she's like, oh, I can activate burst mode for him, or I don't know. Nothing is explained.
I think the implication is that Rhythm needs to do exactly one thing to be mandatory to the plot, and they need Rhythm to exist for promotional reasons.
But she doesn't do anything essential to the plot. You could take her out of this movie and nothing would change.
You really could, but at least she grabs the Digivice and screams Agumon, and that means something, I guess.
I guess. The only thing that's implied about Rhythm is that she exists to fight Argomon, but she also makes it clear that she's not a fighter, so I don't understand her purpose.
Or if this was in production like right at the start of Sabers. It's kind of weird that they're missing. Yeah, I don't think so. I think they just wanted to focus on the main three, right? I think they're just like, well, screw Falcomon because marketing.
I guess.
That
Also,
makes sense to me, at least.
Also, there's no implied connection that Argomon seems to know who Rhythm is, but there doesn't seem to be any implicit connection that means that he has to keep her alive because he tries to kill her.
Yeah, I'm sticking with my theory that Rhythm is just like a Tinkermon, and that's like all there is to it.
But that's not. But it doesn't reveal that. There's nothing that ever. Whatever. Who cares? She's irrelevant after this movie.
I'm just going to actually no, this one. Yeah, here we go. I'm just going to copy paste this just for the sake of it and just podcast stuff just appeal into the right. Yeah. I'm just going to like go back to an image of Rhythm. It's like,
I mean, she kind of has the hair bow thing.
yeah, because it's like not bow, it's like the weird like, well, I guess it is a bow. I know it looks like it's like weird fairy wings or something. And it's like, all right, she's got that going on. It's in like the same power as like, the back wings, and she has like the green color palette. It's like, yeah, I can see it. That seems close enough.
I guess, I don't know. Aside from the color and like the ribbon, which girls generally tend to wear in anime, like I don't.
Well, that's the thing. The ribbon comes out of like the back of her head. It's like not tied in. It's like coming out of her.
But that could just be because it's just how their Digimon, like it's
could
implied
be,
that
yeah.
she is like a different Digimon. Like if she was Tinkermon, then why not just say that's who she is?
Why do anything they do in this movie?
I don't know.
Like maybe they're planning to do a thing with it, and they're like, okay, you got 30 minutes, and they're like, well, no time for this then, and they just scrapped all of that.
I don't know. But I mean, that's probably all there really is to talk about this. It's a fun watch, if for no other reason than the choreography and the animation itself. It looks really nice. I wish it was longer and had more things explained about it. But
yeah. They've had it in production. All the main series was gone like the R shows. Came out the same year as the show. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so maybe Falcomon wasn't a thing yet, actually. Huh. Weird. Okay.
But yeah, final thoughts, because we have like an hour and a half long movie to go through.
Yeah, I liked it. Just goofy fun, It looks nice. It's not great. I don't care about the rhyme. It's very nothing. It's very much just stick it on just to watch some cool fight scenes.
Pretty much.